Okay, I want exit J because I'm going to the Peak Tram, Central Terminus. I guess I just follow the signs to the Peak Tram. Here's those iconic skyscrapers that Hong Kong's famous for, all around me. So I booked today's tickets for the Peak Tram from a company called Klook. I've used them for all the attraction tickets for my trip to Hong Kong this time. I found them to be a little bit cheaper than even going directly to the actual places. And the best thing about pre-booking your tickets through Klook is you get to jump the queue once you get to the Peak Tram. I'm not sure what it's going to be like now, but when I came here before many years ago, there was a huge queue outside, which I had to wait for about 40 or 50 minutes to get on the tram. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this time I just got to scan my QR code from Klook and I'll get straight on the first tram. This video isn't sponsored by Klook, by the way, but I do have a special promo code which will get you 5% off any tickets purchased on the Klook website. That's good for hotels, attractions, tours, you name it. All you've got to do is click through the link down below in the description and use my promo code Travelshorts. And I'll get you a 5% discount off your tickets. So because I've got my prepaid Klook ticket, I can jump all this queue here. Right, little tip is try and sit on the right hand side as you're going up. That way you'll get a perfect view of Hong Kong Harbour below you. But if there's a few people ahead, they're probably all going to rush to the right hand side. Oh, there's actually not that many people waiting. And right at the front of the line, hopefully I can get on and sit right in the front and right on the right hand side. That'd be an amazing view. Last time I came on, it was packed. Didn't get to see too much, but if I can go right to the front, I'll have a great view all the way up to the top of the peak, and look over to the right hand side and see the harbour. Okay, I'm not in the front. I let the old people go in front of me because that's only fair. He can hardly walk. Right, so I'm going to head to the Peak Tower now. I've got tickets to go right to the top in the observation platform. Last flight would be there, right at the top. TripAdvisor's #1 activity to do in Hong Kong, Victoria Peak. So when I came here last time, I'm sure this observation tower wasn't here, or it used to be a shopping mall. I seem to remember getting some bubble waffles on the bottom floor. So I do remember walking over there to that little pavilion, and I remember having my photograph taken in that archway there. And that was the only kind of main place that you could go for an observation area of the Hong Kong Harbour. But things have changed now. There's a lot more tourists, it seems. Just sitting in the shade for a bit and a drink. I've done the standard thing of posing for photographs like that, with the whole of the Hong Kong Harbour behind me. Fortunately, Although the lighting is great for photos, it's directly into your eyes. So I don't know, I'm squinting in a lot of them. Some of them, my eyes are even closed. You can probably tell how I'm talking to the camera now. But I can see why it's so popular. You get amazing views of the whole harbour down below, onto the Kowloon Peninsula, and then onwards over in that direction to mainland China. Anyway, I think I've seen everything I need to see. I'm going to head down, have a look if there's anywhere I can get a little snack or a drink, and also walk around outside by here, because if I go in that direction, which is the opposite way to where everybody else is looking, the coastline's just over there and it looks out to sea. So I'm going to have a little look at that now. So there's been a steady procession of people coming up the escalators, walking to the platform by there, posing for about 500 photos a person, and then going straight back down. They're not actually savouring the view at all. They're just here to take their photograph and go, because they've got to post it to the gram, obviously. Personally, I just like looking at the view. I've taken some photographs of myself, obviously, but I haven't been at the same spot for about 20 minutes, taking about 500 photos. Because, look at that. Once you've taken your photos, just stand and admire the view. There's also a trail you can take all the way along the side of this hill and around the headland over there. And that gives even a better view, I think, from the photographs I've seen of all this, because this edge of the hill doesn't actually appear, so it's a lot clearer picture of the skyline. But I'm a bit short for time because I want to do a few things before I head back to the hotel, so I'm not going to do that today. If I've got time later in the trip, I might actually go for that walk around there and just take a look at what the view looks like. It may be I don't need to go for a walk after I leave here. You can see the coastline over this direction where I was talking about. So originally, once I left this building, I was going to go around the back of it, and over in that direction is the place you can look out to sea from there, but it's a better view from up here, apart from the sun's directly into our eyes. So if you're ever going to come up here for sunset, that's the direction it goes in. I believe it sets just over by there. You know, the value of these houses here would be millions. It'd be interesting to know just how much they'd cost to buy. I know I'd have to probably win the lottery a number of times before I could afford one. So I'm going to head back down on the Peak Tram now. I'm going to go back to Central and find the mid-level escalators. Once I'm on that, I'm going to keep journeying higher, back up these hills again, and I'm going to go to Manmo Temple, which I believe is about halfway up.
So I've made it onto the tram. Didn't get the very back or the very front, but I'm on the right hand side at least. So I'll still get a great view out of that window. It's like you can feel the incline a lot more going back there when I want to really press the gates journey. What a ride.